The story of a brother who slept and woke up in Foreverland. He looked around, nothing's familiar. He wondered how it got to be there. He took a walk around the city and saw this brick house with a small door. Walked into the room and saw a man in white. Must be an angel, so he said. Mr. Angel, I'm a stranger, don't know what's going on. The last thing I remember was I slept last night. This is a border town that takes you where you get a crown. Must have head of heaven.
All in the book together.
Okay.
Let's fill the mood.
To reach the other one, no, but I know you can actually put it down.
Your kind of work normally. So you decided that, well, I think I should.
It's another great addition. This moment promises to be very exciting. On Wednesday on Delta Television, The People's Pride.
Is your name in this book of life here? Is your name in this book of life?
That is another exciting moment on Delta Television, The People's Pride, the program you know is booked to act. Because our guest is not just a new guest, he's been here before, and we did not exhaust, the subject about his own human trafficking. And of course, all about Africa to Europe through the Libyan desert. We have no other than the author very much with us in the studio. He is Ekwuabu John, Deacon Ekwuabu John.
Deacon Ekwuabu John is a graduate of public administration. He holds a diploma in social works from the University of Benin. He holds a certificate in School of Discipline, Redeemers University. Deacon Ekwuabu is the founder of a non-governmental organization, New Generation Social Works Foundation, Edo Delta State. A former part-time English teacher in Asaba and Tripoli, Libya, 1999 to 2000, John Ekwuabu was a producer of a DBS NTA Asaba TV commercial program, Marketers Insight. He is the author of the book, Africa to Europe Through the Libyan Desert, Deadly Adventure. Our guest on Book to Art today is a linguist, a prolific writer, a social worker, and a public servant. Deacon Ekwuabu John is well-traveled and has traveled through the Sahara Desert a record 3 times. Deacon John hails from Okunzo, is happily married to Doris Ekwuabu, a police officer, and blessed with children. Let's make welcome Deacon Ekwuabu John.
Hello, Deacon.
Good morning.
I'm going to find you. You know that.
Please. Good morning, viewers.
Okay.
Good to be here.
It's a pleasure. You did good. So what's the secret?
Thank you, God. Yes.
Please, I'd like to share with you.
Thank you so much.
Now, you have so many books lined up there. I think the same thing you have right here. But we're taking on this work. Is a piece, very small, but it has so much to share for our youth to tag on. I did say that literary works most times is to teach and to make you do the right thing at the right time. It's all about knowledge, and then it's all about you practicing same. And for whatever you think it is to leave this country, however it is, you'd want to learn more from Deacon Ekwuabu John. Now let's look at this book. It's quite an adventure. Now going through the pages of this book, I said to myself, it was as though I was in that desert. Some things there I just cannot comprehend. First of all, there was a passion to actually write. But this time your passion is Africa to Europe through the Libyan deserts. Deadly adventure. You didn't stop there. You went further to say sex, slave and human trafficking network exposed. We'll come to that. First, why did you put this down? What is your experience so far?
Look, viewers, I think it's very important I say this. I passed through that because I was having problem in Benin, Edo State, when I was growing up.
Okay.
No job. After finishing from University of Benin, no job, nothing to write home about. You know how job is in the country. You must have opportunity before you get a job. So I didn't get a job, and some of my friends came from Italy, Spain, Germany, driving car, doing fine, and I was staying in one room, nothing to write home about, and a friend told me, I can take you abroad. And I said, why not? I sold my school then, high grade international school, primary and nursery school I was trying to bring up, and then I sold the school for very little money, and I followed them to desert. What I saw in the desert was horrific. I must say that even my worst enemy, I will not allow such person to pass through the desert.
Okay.
Because right from Benin through Kano, and then before you enter the Sahel Savannah, in the Niger Republic, it was hell. It was hell. In the desert, before that, when you get this, I see a lot of dead bodies, corpses littered here and there of Nigerians, Ghanaians, Cameroonians, everywhere. That's why I must say this quickly. Our youth, I want to advise you. No matter how difficult the country is, I believe there's hope at the end of the tunnel. There's good news. Don't pass through the desert. It is deadly. I know I survived desert because of the prayers of my mother, who is a widow, and I was the only son. And I believe God used her prayer to help me then. Because a lot of my friends that passed through the desert with me, that I know when I got to Libya, that passed through the desert, a lot of them died passing through the desert. A lot of them died. What happens is in the desert, I thought that the hurdle starts from Nigeria. Okay. As you enter the desert through Sahara Savannah, you see that in the desert, in the Niger Republic, you see a kind of, we call them Tuaregs. Tuaregs, but now we call them bandits. Then the bandits, we call them these bandits, and some people call them Boko Haram these days, but I know it's bandits. They block us in the desert, they ask us to succor. Succor come down, they lie us down, they search us into they search everything in our body. Myself, my brother, they search me up to my undies, they know everything, search me, and they couldn't get any money from me because I hid the money in my World Bank.
Okay. Now you just talked about World Bank.
Yes.
What is this World Bank?
The World Bank is a secret place to keep your money in your tummy.
How do you do that? So when you were going to Libya through the desert,
yes,
you had your World Bank. So how did you get the money in that World Bank?
Yeah, before going to the desert, you must be trained by somebody who is a burger.
So what's a burger?
A burger is a person that has passed through the desert more than one location and is settled there. He can speak the language. He knows the route very well.
Are you a burger?
I am a burger. I won't try it. I am a burger. I'm a Libya burger. Okay. That's why. So when I see people talking about
the language,
yeah, I speak language very well. Tal, MC, Tal, come, MC, go.
We get to that.
Shani Smart, what's your name?
Tell me. You don't interpret it.
Yes.
You would tell me. You say, what's your name in Libyan language?
Shani Smart.
And then you tell me what that is.
Yes, I'll tell you.
Now, what's this World Bank we're talking about? I'm interested in.
Yes.
We're on the trip.
Yes, the World Bank has two different connotations, two different things following it. One of them is good, one is bad.
Okay.
I couldn't go for the bad one because the way I was brought up by my parents, in a Christian home. So the bad one is swallowing, put piping and keeping drugs in your tummy.
That's the bad one.
Yes, the bad one. The good one is keeping your money, your own hard-earned money in your tummy.
That same thing.
Yeah, the difference is that it's your money.
Okay. So if you don't put your tummy, the bandits will just attack you and take away the money from you. Enough Nigerians were stranded. I saw them swallowing the desert, Ghanaians crying. I saw a young boy.
So let's pause a bit. What you mean by the good World Bank and the bad one?
Yes, good World Bank.
In your tummy as well. So
yes.
What's the difference?
Yes, I remember in one of my journeys, I saw some Nigerians, some Africans who told me, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to teach you English. They said, I'm mad. What do you mean? They told me that as they speak from here, they have pipe up, they are filled up with brown and white. I said, what do you mean? I told them, I don't do that. So that brown and white, brown is cocaine, white is cocaine, white brown is heroin. They pipe it in their tummy. Some they call them jamba. They put it up and pipe it in their tummy. And when they get to Libya, they go to the toilet and extract it out and they sell it and make millions.
Whoa.
But if it leak, some of them leak by mistake, the person dies in the desert.
So yours is just money. So yours is a good one.
Mine is a good way of money. As I speak to you, somebody give us 20 million now in dollars, and they will have criminals. I will not pipe my own in my tummy.
So I heard with the pipe that. It's what?
In my book, I explained it in my book. One of my friends already the one guy exposed it.
Okay.
Okay, let me explain it.
Not too deep though.
Let me just say a bit, because to explain it's supposed to be paid for that.
Okay.
Because of the love I have for you, I will say it to you.
Say it lightly.
Yeah, say it lightly.
When you say it lightly, the other part, they would want to get the book.
As a blogger, I have to say this. As a blogger and a deacon now, a Christian, I have to say this. What we do is that you get your money, you get a condom, you get a black cellophane, sellotape.
Okay.
Then you wrap the dollars. Most dollar, because dollar can get to very big bills, $100 bills, Nigeria is about 60,000 naira, if I'm not mistaken, 50, so you wrap it up until it becomes like a mold. Then you now put inside the condom, turn it condom, and then you use a blast of tape and tape it horizontally and vertically, and then you throw it up, it becomes like this, like a mold. Then you get a Vaseline, a methylator, and rub it on it. And then you rub your anus with it. Jeez. And then you push it inside your anus until your hand goes into it and push it. It will now run into your anus and stay. Yes,
so how do you get it out at the end of the day? You also pass it
yes,
out?
if you don't wrap it properly, you're not a beggar, you're not trained, you don't wrap it properly, as you go to the toilet to pass it out, it will tear your anus and bring it to bleed. So if you wrap it properly, once you get where you're going to, you go to the toilet and bring it out.
So the whole idea is for your money to be safe.
Yes, and there's no bad news about it. That is that once you wrap money and put it in your tummy, you don't eat for the period, 1 or 2 days.
You won't eat for 2 days?
You eat, to be on dry fast.
So all the while you went to Libya through the desert, you were on the desert for how many days?
Yes, sometimes we take there for 3 weeks. But we normally have, we go in trenches, that is, after about 3 days, 4 days journey, we stop somewhere, and then we pitch our tent, we rent a house in the desert, and then we stay before we move again. It's not like just go like that, else you die. So we normally
you have that money in your bank for 2 days, you're not eating?
For 3, 4 days. I stay for 5 days sometimes. I won't eat. All I eat, 4, 5 days, all I eat is just a little bit of honza. Honza in the Arab is small bread and a little drop of water to survive me. Because if you eat anything oil and much food, you feel like going to the toilet, and then you pass your money out.
But you won't have that money all for 3 weeks in your system before.
Yeah, when you get 3, 4 days, when you get to, like for instance, you're going from Asaba to Kano in the desert. Okay. You move from Asaba. When you get to Benin, for instance, after about 8 hours, because it's very slow, 40 km per hour. Okay. The journey is very slow because of the journey, the desert. Then when you get to Benin, what you do is you come down. You now go to stop in Benin. You now rent a small hut in the desert, and then you go to the back of the hut and pass out your money secretly on the floor, or you put something on the floor. When you pass it out, there will be no physics. But you see physics on the body of the money, you wash it away. If the man say money not get shit, oh no. You wash it away and then you bring the money out. Then you bring out in like $100 or $50. You go buy spend, buy things, buy meat, cook in the desert, and then you wrap your money again secretly, nobody sees you, and pipe it again before you go for the next journey.
So that's quite an adventure, and
that makes you a burger.
So you're a burger. That's not a very good experience at all.
It's not. It's really sad.
But for you, I'd like to say it's a good experience for you.
Yes,
because you went there 3 times.
Yes,
you went there the first time,
second
you went the
time,
second, and you went the third. And
yes.
all the while you were going to Libya through the desert, so you were always putting money in
my World Bank. Yes.
So what's the whole idea? Why were you going to Libya through that method again and again?
Yeah, first time I went, a friend took me there, told me that he can take me to Italy or Spain, where I can make a lot of money and work. So I thought it's easy. I followed him. When I got to Libya, I got stuck. Then I had to stay in Libya, and after staying in Libya for 3 months, I discovered that it is difficult. And I'm not the type that I was trained to do artisan work. I went to University of Benin, I did social works there. So I said, no, I have to come back to Nigeria.
Okay.
I came back to Nigeria, and then I came my result, and then I now went back to teach English. I taught English. I'm the first Nigerian to teach English in Tripoli. And yes, I'm very sure of that.
Honored.
Yes, first Nigerian teaching English in Tripoli. And I taught English for almost a year, and I made a lot of money from teaching English. Most Arabs were very happy to see me. English, are you English teacher? Nigeria, Koreans, I be English, I want to speak English, they like English.
So now you were a teacher there for how long?
Yeah, for about a year.
For about a year.
Yes.
You came back. So why are you back? Why? Since it's so good and life in Libya, I heard it's also very good.
No, life in Libya is not better.
Why go back again to teach?
Yes, life in
normal way though, not the desert.
Yes. I always pass through desert, but I normally come back to a normal way. So it has always been, life in desert is always ups and down.
Okay. It's
not always a bed of roses. So when I came back after teaching English, I went back again. Hopefully my plan was the third time to go there and cross to Italy.
Okay, not to remain.
Not to remain there. But when I was on my way, hell broke loose. A lot of Nigerians were killed. That was when the Gaddafi was under attack. The killing was so much. It was terrible. A lot of friends died. I had to come back home.
Okay. So let me ask you a 1 million naira question.
Yes.
To the dollar.
Yes.
If you're given the opportunity now to go to Libya, for instance,
yes.
By air, comfort and all that,
yes.
Would you want to go back to teach?
Honestly speaking, if you give me an opportunity to go to Libya again and again, and you give me 100 million naira, I want to go.
Tell me why.
Because I almost lost my life there.
As a teacher?
As a teacher, yes. It was not easy. Sometimes when I go to the market to buy things, the young boys, asthma boys attack me because I'm a black man. There's racial segregation, discrimination there. Oh. They almost killed me several times. And then whenever there's catch, like whenever an African person did something like steal something, they start catching them. And then, of course, I heard of the bad news in Libya, for instance, that they have a slave market now, where they keep the boys and girls, and they use them as slaves. And the girls are used as sex slaves, the boys are sold, and their kidneys being taken away. So all those things going on in Libya that I escaped, I don't want us to happen again. That's when I see people on television saying, don't go to the desert, don't travel. I laugh. They have not been there before. I pray that the government will have opportunity to call me to tell them how it is done. I believe I can stop it. I can stop our use.
It's actually very important for His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, to take note of this, because it's not all about having a particular association where you have people talking or sensitizing without knowing anything about
the journey.
They might really know something about it, but they've not
experienced it. If I see a Libyan burger, I will know it's a Libyan burger. If I see a Libyan trolley, I know. If I see a human traffic, I will know. If I see your fingers, your hand, I know if I drug addict. I've stayed with them. Those good, bad, and ugly. I've passed with them. I know these great points where you can get those support trafficking of human beings, which is very bad. So if I'm involved in it with the state government calls me to join hand with them, I can stop it. I can leave it at the board. I can show this trend of human trafficking across the desert.
I mean, I can imagine. So it's just a plea for His Excellency to actually look at this and consider the fact that you should be there to educate others, to talk to them, because you've been there and you know what is happening.
Of course.
It's part of you, so you can set it and know, so that they know what to do and what not to do, especially when they are thinking of
traveling abroad.
Now, we're just wrapping up. In a nutshell, just maybe in 2 sentences, how will you speak to your book?
Well, I would say that my book, the way I was put to it is that I would say, you will go out and educate our youth to stop our youth from dying ignorantly in the desert. Because a lot of youths who enter the desert without knowing that death is there. They will go into the desert because they are deceived by people. If you pass the desert and you succeed, you need that you have 9 lives. And it's not always the bed of roses to have 9 lives. Most people that pass the desert, every 200 people that pass the desert, almost about 70 die trying. So my prayer is that this book will be able to touch our youth, to stop them. Pass through the desert. Women and children pass through the desert. Even kids pass through the desert and they die there in the Mediterranean Sea or in the desert itself. So I want to appeal to our youth through this book to stop it. That book I expose the dangers. How people die in the desert, how people are buried in the desert, how parents see that their children are in Europe, whereas they are already in the grave.
All right, this book is something for you to grab, however it is, because it's easy for you to read and it's easy for you to understand. It's to educate you, to teach you so that you know that morals count any day, anytime. Yes, we do want money. I love money. Everybody, wants money and they love money. Without money, what will happen to you? Nothing. I want to take a copy of it and abreast yourself some of it. It's for you to know that when I talk about the glossary, we're looking at agadas, we're looking at decor, we're looking at zinda, fashi.
Yes.
What's all this? Yes.
You want to know, it's like you want to know
Yes. I know that we'll come again. And when we come
sorry, I want to say this quickly. Second, Troubles on Libya Loga is the movie aspect of it. I'm working on it.
Okay.
It should be out next year.
Okay.
It's a drama, dramatized movie, strong movie, the travel in Libya Loga. I'm working seriously on
Am I
it.
going to star in the movie?
Yes, I want you to be there.
You will be there. Am I going to
You'll be the woman sending people abroad, but now I'll get police for you to arrest. Yes, so the Travel in Libya Loga is a movie.
Okay.
Yes, to be a big one, blockbuster.
So you say I'm going to play a
You better fit your big role. The film will be shot in Italy and it will be shot in Spain and it will be shot in Morocco.
This is going to go viral on the net, so I'll go into that.
Yes.
When it's time for your movie and I'm not in that movie, meanwhile, let's look at the glossary quickly and what we should know, you think we should know. So there's this one here that is Agades. What's that?
Agades is a small town in Niger Republic.
Okay.
It's a kind of a beehive of activities. It's a commercial town, just like in Nigeria, like a Nigeria, not like Kano. So that's where most people that travel outside the country, from Cameroon, from Ghana, all African countries, Nigeria, that's where they normally meet before they now move to different countries across the border.
God, I'm privileged to have this book.
Yes, wonderful place. In Arab, shukran Arab means thank you. If Arab man, shukran, thank you. Like when I see another man from Lebanon, I was speaking with him in Arab. He was very happy. I was speaking Arab with him. He was so happy. I said, I speak Arabic. He was very happy.
If I'm going to say to you now in Libya that I hate you, what am I going to say?
Intermushko is.
Say it again?
Intermushko is. That means I'm not good. Intermushko is. You are not a good person, yes. Intermushko is, yes.
So if I say I love you in Libya,
you say Interjamila, because that's how you love me.
Interjamila. I say you're my brother.
Ahu.
Okay. It was a Delta Broadcasting is the best. Why are you going to say that?
Yes. Delta Broadcast me must boot.
And Book to Art?
Delta Book to Art me must boot. Kois very good.
Let's say it again.
Delta Book Art Kois me must boot me.
Interpret it.
Delta Book Art Kois means good. Me is 100% very good.
That's a Boca John.
Yes, in Arabic.
All right, continue. It's always a delight to have you
Thank
here.
you.
And this book, journey on its own, and we want to explore this book. So I would want you to come again so that we'll look at a particular chapter and delve into it.
Yes.
A pleasure to have you again.
Thank you so much.
And so much there, right there. This book.
Yes. Because my dream is to go from in a kind of house to, from village to village. Yes, kind of a town hall meeting to talk to our youths. If I can see anybody that will sponsor the government instead, to talk to them and explain to them the desert journey and the dangers of it, so that they can stop going through this. I love passing.
Okay, this is the first step to sensitizing people, but you take it to the grassroots, however it is, and I know that the people are keep into it. Appreciate you again.
Thank you much. My pleasure.
It's a double.
Yes. You'll be in the film.
Yeah, you're going to pay me big for it.
Yeah, pay me big. We are getting sponsor for it. We are hoping. Okay.
Is how would rest it on the program Book to Art, please, in your language, Libya, in the language Libya. How would you say it's a nice one being here today, and then
DBS TV book arts must vote, must grace. By then, shukra, shuf. I'm saying next time, thank you, I will see you. Shuf is to see you. Shukra.
All right, that's how it is on the program Book to Arts today on Delta Television, The People's Pride. It returns again on Wednesday at 10:30. I've been your host, Jill Wilson. We'll have more for you on Delta Television. So stay tuned.
Meet literary icons only on the program Book to Art, Delta Television Asaba, 10 a.m. every Wednesday. Do the arts, stay smart.